Cancer, this is your birthday bonus money tarot energy reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right, so the regular money reading for July is already up for you, Cancer. This is the bonus one. Your general reading is up for July. Your bonus general reading is up for July. Your love reading is up for July. And your bonus love reading is up for July. You got the bonus readings for July because obviously it is your birthday season. Happy birthday to all of the Cancers out there. I'm using my custom tarot deck and I'm using my Money and Law of Attraction cards. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. If any of this resonates with you, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share and all that other stuff. If you have a comment, please leave it in the comment section. You can leave questions in the comment section as well. I do not mind questions. Okay, may I have the energy for Cancer for July? Actually, scratch that. What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? The reason I did that is because I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I need the word, please. I don't want to box in the reading to just July. So I would rather it be more an overall in regards to money. So therefore, I need to know what needs to be heard. All right, may I have some cards, please? Thank you. That jumped out. May I have another card, please? Thank you. 3 cards came out. I'm taking the one on top. So, there we go. So I have 2 cards total. Oh, I remember that one. That's a good one. Okay, so the first one that came out is my what is need not influence my what is becoming. All right, it says, what is has no bearing on what is coming unless you are continually regurgitating the story of what is. By thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be, you allow what you are currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you speak predominantly of what is, then you still jump off, but you jump off into more of the same. This was going, you know what, in your money reading for July, this is kind of the same energy because one of the cards, obviously, if you watched it, if you haven't, be sure to watch it. One of the cards that came out was Release Jealousy, but it was more of, for some people, being in that why not me energy, where you're looking at things and you're focusing on the things that didn't work out instead of focusing on your future ahead of you and how things can go right. So it's all about where you put your focus. Focus on the life that you want to build. Don't focus on any of the negative energy that you may be currently in. Maybe some of you are dealing with the situation and it's like, wow, all of this stuff. It's like, cast that to the side because we all have to, life is life. We all have to deal with negative stuff. It's sort of like, whatever. Let me focus on where I'm going to, instead of what I'm in the middle of right now. The second card that came out, the better it gets, the better it gets. It says, When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to more positive aspects of everything. And, of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets for you to get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. Going back to what I was saying earlier, and what this card was saying too, if you're focused on the negativity and the chaos that's going on, instead of focusing on the positivity of the future and the possibilities as well, you'll stay stuck in the chaos and the negativity. Focus on the positivity and the possibilities. That's what this is saying. And the better it gets, the better it gets. All right, so let me take some from my custom tarot deck. I'm not going to clarify these. I'm just going to pull them and then just let you know the possible timelines. As I always say with everything, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. May I have the energy for Cancer? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? Energy for Cancer. What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? Energy for Cancer. What is it that Cancer needs to hear? What is it that Cancer needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? All right, may I have some more cards, please? Wow. Okay. That's a lot. How many is that? So it's 1, 2. There we go. And then bottom of the deck. Okay. Some of you might be changing your look, or you may need to, in regards to, like, if you're interviewing for jobs, you may need to change your look. It may have a significance. It may be significant in your life where if the job you're applying for, maybe you're used to working at places that you can casually dress. There may be a job that you want that requires business casual dress. That may be going on. Something to the effect of where maybe long hair was okay, but at this particular job, they prefer a more clean look in doing that. So there may be something regarding your look, just giving you a heads up that could help you with that job. Now, for the other cards that came out, 2 weeks came out. So with 2 weeks, this can be anything. All of this is in regards to money. This is a custom deck that I made in regards to money. So something of significance may be happening to you within 2 weeks in regards to money. Where maybe you get the job interview in 2 weeks, or maybe you get the job in 2 weeks. Maybe you get a raise in 2 weeks or a promotion in 2 weeks. Something involving money is related to 2 weeks. Other card that came out is stable, which is a good thing because it means that you're stable right now. Now, for those of you who are married, some of you may have an unemployed spouse. That card came out. So your spouse may be unemployed. Something may be going on where stability is going to come back in 2 weeks for your spouse, where your spouse may have been unemployed for a while, but they may get a call in 2 weeks. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Another card that came out is friend asking for money. So you may have a friend asking you for money. Also approved. Some of you may have filled out an application for something. Could have been a credit card application, could have been a finance application, could have been a home application, rental application, whatever application you filled out. This is saying approved. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. I'm just telling you what the energy and the cards say. There is something where there will be an approval. So you are being approved. Also, another card that came out is find a credit union. Some of you may be dealing with commercial banks, like the larger banks like the JP Morgans, the Bank of Americas, the Wells Fargos, and so on and so forth. But some of you may actually need to find a local credit union. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. This is just the card that came out. If you haven't considered a credit union before, but it's kind of been in the back of your mind, then this might be your sign to say, hey, okay, maybe I really do need to look into the credit union. Another card that came out is travel. There may be something where some of you are taking a vacation, which obviously would affect your money, or there may be some type of unexpected travel. Some of you may be getting a job that requires you to travel, but there's something involving travel, and it's related to money. Other card that came out is take control. This is already in the first reading that I did for you, Cancer, for the money, for your July reading. That is pretty much what the message was, taking the reins. So this is take control. That, I feel that's what you're already doing with your life. If something is not in balance right now for you, you're in the process of taking the reins, doing what you need to do, gathering the information, and making sure that you get the victory. Because don't forget, one of the cards that represents Cancer in the major arcana is the Chariot. The Chariot card is a victory card. That's what it is. And it doesn't stop. It keeps going. Other card that came out is good investment. So some of you may be considering making investments right now. Some of you may have already made investments going back to the 2 weeks. Some of you might see a return on the investment in 2 weeks where you made a good investment in something. For others of you, it just may be that you're in the process of making good investments now. Maybe in the past, your investments were not that savvy, but now that you've gathered the information, now that you're taking control, you're making better investments. All right, so that is your bonus reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, Cancer, be blessed.